this is Christy at the West Regional Branch of the Mobile Public Library, and today we're going to work on another fall lettering project. This time we're going to use the Fudenosuke pen. So let's get started. For this design, we're going to try to make it elegant. We're going to stick to black and white. So as I mentioned, we're going to use our Fudenosuke pen, and you want to make certain that you're using the soft tip. Now you'll see that the tip is like an ordinary brush pen, so it's going to bend, but it might take a little adjusting. So play with the pressure as you go. We're going to start with a flourish like this for our first word, okay? So let me just show you again, kind of mimic that, right? So we're going clockwise. Start here and come around, and it does take a really steady hand with this Fudenosuke. All right, so press down. Keep it real thin on those upstrokes. And then come way down for your G. What we're gonna do, we're going to turn this into another flourish, okay? So instead of just going up like this into our next letter, we want to come across and loop, like you're going to make the infinity symbol, okay? So here we go. All right, so now A. One of the reasons I like the Fudenosuke when I do black is it's got a lot darker pigmentation than our Crayola, but you can absolutely stick to the Crayola if you like, and you can try any of Tombow's other brush pens. All right, so you notice I'm bouncing just a little on this. We're going to take our crossbar and go into our H. I want to make that H, the hump up here, pretty big, just to give it a little flamboyance. So make that come way up. And let's drop it down to match the A. All right, and then back up into our E. And don't worry if you wind up with little skips, sometimes that happens. Let's kick this way out and curl it back around, okay? So that you get a flourish on either side. And you can just sort of touch those up. There we go. Now we're going to do the word with to the side because we're going to have gratitude come underneath here. So let's start here, and all of this design is going to be in lowercase. For with, we want it just a little bit smaller, and you want to make certain that all the letters stay on the same plane, so no bouncing with this one. Up into our I, T. And of course, you know, always grab that crossbar and whip it up there into that H. And for this one, we're again just going to keep it all on the same plane. No real flourishing. Okay, and so now for gratitude, since it's a longer word, we're going to need to start almost at the left edge, so just a tiny margin here. And we want to mimic what we've done up here. So we want a flourish at the beginning and a flourish at the end. And we're going to keep it all lowercase as well, just for simplicity and uniformity. All right, so we're going to start out with that big flourish. Drop down. Remember, when you come around, you want to swing this up and over. And now for our R, and we want to kind of exaggerate this R just a little. We're going to drop it down because we do want to do a bouncy font on gratitude. So pick that up and head back up into our A. Make sure that this comes down. You typically go every other letter, but sometimes it winds up being the different strokes are what matters more than the actual letter. So with the T, just bring it back up and let that I drop down so it matches, so that we're getting a pattern here. And if you don't recall or haven't seen the video on bouncing, it just means to take every other letter, every other stroke down below the baseline. Now when we get to the U, for simplicity's sake, we're going to make the entire thing just go down. And we're going to go back up to the baseline for our D. And let's make sure for it we get a big hump like we did on the H. Okay, so we're going to start way out here. Give that a little extra oomph. And then into our E. And when we finish our E, make sure we get that flourish in. So we're going to kick it out and curl it around. And for the T, we want the crossbars to just be one stroke across. Don't divide them. And dot your I. And now you have a lovely, elegant fall hand lettering project. Thanks for watching and have a great day.